for a long part of it, we got our ass kicked today. What was the cause of it? Their ability to continue to just attack our bodies, and the 24 free throws at half time is really high and a lot, and it has me searching a little bit for how we contain it a little bit better. Obviously, Shayili's one that has the ability to keep people in front of him. That's a healthy Casey Prather can help us do that as well. But and then we've got to find out ways, even when they do attack us, how to not foul. There's some things right now that are searching through my head about, because that was the biggest difference in the game to me, is the continual heat on the rim and the continual off the dribble attack. Fix that area, and maybe it's a closer ball game today.
But when you look at the shot chart, particularly in the first half from them, it was this big cluster of blue in the paint. Was that the reason you kind of trying to junk it up a little bit, go to some 1-3-1, some 2-3, trying to sort of collapse the inside a little bit? Yeah,
we had to try anything in the second half just to see if anything was going to have an effect for more than a couple of possessions. But yeah, they do the same thing. Once you throw zone at them as well, they still attack you and do similar things. So it was a battle today. I liked the way we just stuck around and fought through it. There's that could have been a heavy blowout today, but some of the younger guys come in and had some effect on the game.
I was going to ask you that. Yeah, the younger guys in the fourth period particularly. I mean, you got out to that 24-point lead, and you could have easily kind of thrown in the towel. But the young guys played with a lot of energy, didn't they? That last 5 minutes in particular.
Yeah, I thought generally as a group this weekend we were a little negative with each other at different times, and we've got to make sure we're staying upbeat and trying to fix problems. It was a pretty quiet dressing room for us at halftime, and when we need some more leadership from our group in those times. The young guys come in, Sammy Mack and Shorty and Jack and Torhi, and a lot of those guys have been working hard for a few years to get opportunities, and they showed some things, and that's what you want when you get those minutes. You take opportunities, show a little bit to say, yep, that can help us in the future, and hopefully that builds into more minutes for them.
It might be like asking how long's a piece of string, but from Casey Prather's perspective, he's obviously not going to be there yet for a little while, but have you got any sense of how long he'll be to get back to at least a semblance of what we know him to be?
Yeah, and, coming back off that injury, to throw him into a double game weekend, where we're smart to play him today. What he looked like on the floor today was like he wasn't ready to play a double game, and so we certainly shut him down when that was coming from the medical staff. But yeah, it's going to take some time. We'll keep chipping away. We'll get him some full weeks of practice, and we know how good he can be, and it's just how soon we can get him back to that level.
What kind of difference do you think he can make, a healthy Prather can make?
Yeah, he just he can play hopefully 3 positions for us, and hopefully he can defend 4 spots on the floor for us as well. So today we thought he did a reasonable job on a few possessions on Machado the other night, and so threw him on to Casper tonight. And I think there's going to be different games that we have the ability to throw him on different people defensively, but obviously he has the ability to add to our transition play and to get points there, and he's a guy that can attack the rim and get some free throws once we get him healthy as well.
You mentioned the 24 free throws in the first quarter. Did you feel that they were?
Was it first quarter? It felt like 24 in the first quarter, but it might have been first half. Your question?
Were they all warranted in your opinion?
Yeah, I don't know. Barlow had a tough weekend. He fouled out quickly in both games, and I thought even the first foul of the game, I was like, oh, it's going to be a tough night if they call that one. And I felt like they did. They just kept calling. If you drove hard and you got contact into somebody's body, I thought the offense got the advantage tonight.
You won the 6th straight coming into this weekend, and now you've lost 2. I mean, do you feel like the team's taken a step back, or is it just an opportunity to kind of reset and refocus what you need to do out there?
No, we definitely took a step back. We're trying to add Casey back in, and we're trying to find a way to do that. But as I said, Shayili's he makes Mello Trimble so much better as well when we've got those two guys that we can keep throwing in there, and he does a lot of dirty work for us as well, guard people. He's such a good rebounder for his size. He adds some attack on the rim for us. 3 or 4 assists a game. And I thought we had a weekend where we didn't share the ball well enough, and that's frustrated people. Over the weekend, and we've got to find ways to make sure that yes, middle on ball with Mello and is going to be really good, but and then we've got to find times where everybody gets their touches.
Dean,
Thanks.
a lot of talk about the Kings roster. What's your take on? Do you think they've got some sort of advantage there, or especially like adding Xavier Crooks now to the fold?
Yeah, Xavier's a great player. Every team in the league would love to have him on their roster. We have mechanisms where you can bring players in. I'm sure, however they get their last 5 under that 500 or whatever it is a good effort. And if they've got that one done, that's great for them. And DD's just a different one. It wasn't. Could everybody else have a DD? It would be great. But there's we had options on some different next stars as well. But no one's going to get a guy with that kind of experience. They did well. They did a great job in putting their roster together.